Hi everybody, welcome to this final round video guide for the Southern Pines 9-hole cup with tournament wins here on the channel. Please give me a thumb up, make sure you're a subscriber as well. If you are one of the Patreons here supporting the channel, you will get plenty of extra content, plus of course the tournament win chart that will be with you right now. Plenty of drops here and a few suggestions for anything that I was very close on. Remember to take a token or two and put in some tweaks as needed to suit your playstyle, and any variation in wind strength or wind angle tweaks may be needed as well. Here we go with hole number 1. Nasty wind angle here on this par 4 in terms of playing aggressively down the right, so I'm going to show you a route down the left hand side. Blue ring touching the rough at the top of +2 with APOC 5 and 6, top of +8 with APOC level 4 and 30% of the blue ring inside the rough. 5.8 topspin, 3 bars side spin to the left. I'm deliberately setting up away from max distance of my club because I'm going to go with full overpower with a slow needle to get more distance out of the drive. Max +10, power 3, 3/4 ball curl to the left and full overpower. Like I said, a nice slow needle makes it easier to hit perfect. And we're going to push this one down the fairway to try and set us up with a sniper shot. It's still going to be an outside chance of an eagle, but the priority here with this setup is a safe birdie. Drive distance of around 400 yards. Second shot, you can see we are going to play into some headwind now, and we're going to need, here I use 1.2 topspin and 3 right spin. Red ring touching the bunker, second bounce just before the fringe, and you can see the ball guide pointing a fair bit away from the pin, but we are going to use some curl to compensate. For a +2 landing position with sniper 10 will be +4 with sniper level 9, going to play at 75% slider, 10% elevation. Don't worry about adjusting into the bunker, you're still going to be fine. And we're going to use here 3/4 ball curl to the right, no overpower. Tweak this one if you like. This one, like I said, is really just to get to green safely, but you could actually tweak this shot for a more aggressive look at the eagle there. The speed is very good, just missing to the right. Now I'm starting here with a Titan, no move target, 2.5 backspin and 2 right spin, and then I switch to a Kingmaker. The reason I start with a Titan is so I get exactly 2 bars of right spin. Like I said, this is a no movement target shot, so enter the hole with the sniper and your power 3 ball, and then you just add spin, and we're going to adjust the rings. Mid +15, power 1, use sniper 10 numbers here, and be careful when you're adjusting. You've got to zoom in carefully. The trees may be in the way, so if you're worried about that, you could also look into pushing rings to adjust. But the idea here is we bounce on the fairway and catch the slope very, very nicely. There might be a wind angle tweak or two needed here to get the drop consistently, but that one is right at the pin. No movement target here with a power 5 ball, and I'm using the extra mile level 9. Max top spin. If you've got the APOC 7 plus, then go with that one instead. Otherwise, I would really favour the extra mile 9, even though it's not very accurate. You've got room for great balls either side here because the fairway is so wide. Max +15, power 5. There's not much to push up after you adjust, but make sure you do so anyway, just to try and eke out as much distance as you can. Full overpower, no curl, try and hit perfect. Of course, this is going to be a shaky needle. That's why I've gone with a sawgrass ball rather than a standard Zerk, but of course a Zerk will play as well. It's just meaning you're going to have a bit more shake on your needle. Drive distance here, you want to get it down there as much as you can to try and reach the green in 2. You want to be over 435 yards. Second shot is going to vary depending on your drive distance. Here I'm going with 1.2 backspin, 2 right spin, and stretching out. You've got to have the Cataclysm or the big dog with 180 yards of power. Replicate the position there at max extension with the ball guide as I had in the video. Adjust max +0. No need to push up unless you are dramatically short, in which case you might need to do so, but you probably won't be able to push up much anyway. Again, it's a full overpower, full shaky needle, so if you want to go down a different route on this hole, by all means do so. You don't have to do what I'm doing, just a suggestion. Try and hit perfect. Minor great left and right will still be near the green for a simple wedge for an eagle on this long par 5. Going aggressive here with this beautiful wind angle, 5.8 top spin and 2 left spin. At power 5 max stretched position, red ring touching the darker rough line on the right with APOC 5 and 6. And APOC 7, you're going to be a little bit short, but still stretch out and have 20% of the red ring overlapping the dark rough. Max plus 10, power 5 is the adjustment here. Berserker is fine. We are going to push up, but it's still going to be a steady needle. With APOC 5 and above, you will need to push up as follows. You can see I'm at plus 4. I'm then pushing up to the top of plus 14. So it's full 10-yard push up. APOC 4, you will need to push up 17 yards. 3/4 ball curl to the left with a slow needle. Nice and easy to hit perfect. And then we're going to bounce very nicely over the rough in the middle of the fairway and rolling down here towards the rough here, but not threatening it. Drive distance of around 460 yards. Second shot with the thorn, make a check with the top of the white ring touching the pin. TWPC, top white ring, pin check. Plus 8 there is going to equal 62% slider. And no spin setup, so nice and simple here. Look around for a smooth point. You might want to add a little bit of side spin if you find it glitches around a bit, but usually I've been okay. Ball guide slightly short of the cup to compensate for the tailwind. And here we're going to adjust 62% slider. In the video, I play with 20% elevation. This one is over adjusted. I believe dropping down to 15% with the slider value that I've advised will get you in for the eagle. So centre the ball, pull over the bullseye of course there, plus 8 equaling 62% slider. With 15 elevation, you should be in for the eagle on this par 4. Nice hole in one here. Before spin, set up with the inner ring touching the rough line and the ball guide going to the pin. Then it is time to add spin. Please note you do not have to use a precision ball. You can use a normal kingmaker. 1 top spin and 0.8 right spin. Okay, 1 bar of top spin, 0.8 right spin, and the adjustment is going to be min plus 10, power 3 settings. Always nice to keep the wind below 8 miles per hour if you can. Like I said, this one is a drop with 8.2. If you've got no wind 4 balls, it might be nice to test it in a higher wind, but don't forget, you don't need to use a precision ball. You can use a kingmaker. Grates will be safe, a minor one either side, and subject to any tweaks. This is falling very nicely for a hole in one. We're going to use a fixed aim slice once again on this par 5. Before spin, top of plus 10 yards. Look at the second bounce. I want it to be just at the top of that final tree shadow up ahead. Then we add spin, 5.2 top spin and 3 left spin. This will need some refinement. We're not going with full curl. You can see there, draw a line down from the tee, touching the outside tip of the triangle nearest the tee, so it's not max curl. Important to realise that one. This is a nasty wind angle though, and a few practice tokens would be good just to give this some more tests and to refine it if need be. P3 max if you've got APOC 4 by the way, but it's a fixed aim, no adjust shot. Second shot, you might end up being in between clubs if you get a dead bounce, and you may have to play a min sniper instead. That's why I'm kind of saying if you can take a token or two here, it will help. But if you are in plus yards with the Grizzly, going 1.8 backspin and 1 left spin, the slider value I've given on the notepad is a tweak based on the miss in the video. For a plus 1, we're going 74% slider, 20% elevation. That would be my suggestion based on the results here. That would be, of course, plus 4 with Grizzly 7 and 8. Use Grizzly 9 numbers, 2 pulls over the bullseye. This is going to be an awkward shot to drop though. It's not the easiest of wind angles. Of course, if you don't fancy the slice, you can play up ahead down the left-hand side and then just curl a shot with the big dog safely to green in 2. This is all depending whether you want to go for the albatross and more aggressively if so. On this par 4, we're going to play with the APOC and the thorn. Finding our position first, blue ring touching the rough on the right at plus 0 with APOC 5 and 6. and then it's time to add spin. 5.8 top spin, 3 right spin. APOC 4 you will be at the top of +6 with 30% of the blue ring overlapping the rough. APOC 7 you will have 30% of the clear ring on the fairway because your rings are smaller. Max +10, power 3. Careful of your pull angle here, want to make sure it's as straight as possible. Then we're going with 0.8 ball curl to the right, just before the circle drops in our overpower reference. Make sure you don't go with any more than that, otherwise you risk bouncing into the rough directly. So be wary of that. Great right, might risk the rough as well. If you want to great proof it, move half a ring to the left with your setup. 365 yards is going to be good. With the thorn we're going 3 backspin, 1 right spin, and aiming with the ball guide just to the right of the cup. If anything, go 1 click to the left here based on the results in the video. I still drop this though. For a +2 landing position plus yards, we're going to go 92% slider, 10% elevation. Bear in mind, as with other wind angles on this hole, if you miss to the left, you will roll down the slope. However, it is still a makeable putt. You might, however, need a little bit of overpower, so just be prepared for that one. If you want to great proof it, aim to the right, but of course then you take away the eagle chance in my opinion. But like I said, it's still a makeable putt, just focus on hitting perfect. Very, very tough par 3 anyway here, regardless of its pin position. Max backspin with the Thor's hammer. We're going to aim on the green with the inner ring all on the green. Second bounce is going to be in the middle of the light green square column, kind of level with the pin. You've got 2 options for a tweak here. You can either move up half a green square, or you can apply maybe 3 clicks of overpower as a suggestion, just to try and get this one to drop. This is very, very difficult. Max +20, power 3 settings, pulling over the bullseye. Pulling over the bullseye. Make sure you've got a good pull angle here. You don't want to be coming in short at all. Like I said, this one comes in a little bit low of the cup, so I would recommend maybe going with 2 or 3 clicks of overpower. Take a token or 2 if you want to, but this is going to be a tough hole to dial in anyway, so you may just be happy with a safe birdie. If you're enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to support that and help keep it free, we've launched a brand new patreon.com homepage. There is the link. There are lots of perks if you want to become a member over there. All support of the channel is massively appreciated, and it will help, of course, to continue to provide the Golf Clash content here for you. So please go and check that out over at patreon.com/BK Golf Clash. We're going to finish with a Titan. Hooray, time to save a Kingmaker. Max top spin at max distance, stretched out with a Thor's Hammer level 6. Aim right down the middle of the fairway, as you could see there. Then it is time to adjust. The reason I go with the Titan, I'm not looking for the Albatross. I'm looking to save a Kingmaker, but more importantly, I want higher wind to get more carry on the ball. Max +10, power 3. No need to push up, just go with full overpower. Nice and slow needle here. And then we're going to hit perfect with no curl. And then you will see it bounces comfortably before the rough. Don't want to push up though, because I don't want to risk landing in the rough directly. And it's going to roll down the fairway, and you want a nice clear shot to the green away from the trees, drive distance of around 430. Pack the big dog or the Cataclysm, add top spin first. Here I go with 4, it's maybe a little bit too much. I could dial back to 3.8, stretch out and aim at the pin. You might also need to tweak the top spin based on your drive, but you can use this P3 max rest. I'm in the lighter rough there as a distance reference. Max +20 would be my suggestion. In the video I play 15 and I'm going to miss this one, so I would tweak the elevation to max +20. Full overpower, it's going to be a fairly steady needle, but you've got a great left and a great right, and the idea here is just to get it on the green safely. Just missing to the left, so a bit more elevation might get you closer to the pin, but you're putting for the eagle. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots, Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.